Summer is better with BOMBAS. Their thoughtfully designed clothes make you feel effortlessly at ease. From breezy, tagless tees to second skin soft underwear to perfectly cushioned, sweat-wicking socks. Socks, underwear, and t-shirts are the number 1, 2, and 3 most requested items in homeless shelters. That's why for every comfy item you purchase, BOMBAS donates another comfy item to someone in need. Every item is seamless, tagless, and effortlessly soft. BOMBAS are the clothes you'll want to get dressed and move in every day. Their no-show socks are made with breathable yarns for a barely there feel. Plus, silicone grips and a contour design to prevent slipping down or sliding around. I got a bunch of those socks recently, and ooh, they are fantastic. Go to bombas.com/TMGW and use code TMGW for 20% off your first purchase. Bombas.com/TMGW, code TMGW. This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Well, then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart. Okay.
You guys.
What are you cheersing with, first of all? Because I know it's 7:20 a.m. for me, and I'm drinking coffee. You seem to have a coffee mug. Which
I'm drinking coffee.
You're 10 hours ahead of me right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but I'm like light years behind you in energy, I'm sure. Because I had like an old Americano from this morning, like noon.
Okay.
And then right before we started recording, I was like, I better hit that again because I am so hungover. Oh,
honestly,
Grace.
I feel hungover watching your content, which has been incredible. And like, obviously, I forget that when you travel, there's so much to see and do. And so I feel like I'm living vicariously through everything you're posting, which seems like a lot. So I can't imagine by day, what is it for you? That of course you'd be exhausted.
I think it's only like day 5 maybe, but it feels, oof. Oh, girl. And first of all, let us just say, I have not like showered and gotten cute this many days in a row since like a VidCon.
I know that I'm like, man, she's really living her best housewives girl trip realness situation where it's like the exhaustion and the thought and the effort and the planning of putting together that many different looks.
It's wild.
A little ridiculous, but like in a good way.
Well, I'm also traveling with 2 people who are like effortlessly chic. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I am not that person. So
we're not those people.
I feel like I'm cosplaying.
Yeah, it's fun. A luxurious woman who sees the world.
We see the world. Like every night we'll be like, well, what are you wearing? Well, let's coordinate. And I'm just like, so anyway, last night, well, I'll talk about Santorini. We were in Santorini for 4 days. But then yesterday we took like a ferry and a boat and another ferry to this little island called Antiparos. Okay. And it's like a cute little island. So it's like everyone in Santorini was like, oh, it's so peaceful there. Like all you're going to do is relax. And so for us, we were like, we'll rage out in Santorini. Yeah. And then we'll get to Antiparos and we'll just like be chill.
Yeah.
Girl. We tore this wellness retreat up last night. It's literally called a wellness resort. And we threw down.
Like, here's one thing I do well. It is raging unnecessarily in close quarters.
Yeah, where like now, like even me talking, because I'm recording outside, I'm in this like cute little like outdoor area of our, fun. We have like a casita, like a standalone house.
Yeah, cool.
And even right now, I'm like, they can probably hear me across the whole resort. Like it is dead silent. Yesterday we get here, we're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Like, look, maybe we should do 8:30 yoga tomorrow. Like, of course. There's a sound bath. I mean, they have a teepee called the Cuddle Puddle, which I don't like, but
what? Wait, is that for real? That one of these things is not like the other. And it's that one. That one sounds like it should be a part of Love Island and not the wellness retreat you're on.
So true. But so we get here and we're like, this is beautiful. Let's just relax and like do nothing and heal our bodies. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, oh, look, they have 3 bottles of wine in the wine fridge.
Oh, one for each.
Girl, we took down the wine. Then we go to dinner and we're like, let's have one drink after, right? Great. We settle down at this bar. Grace, I've been shown videos from last night. I don't remember.
It is like VidCon. It is like a VidCon, but in a totally different way.
Totally. So we're sitting there and, we're hanging out with the bartenders and they like are giving us like cool, like Greek stuff we've never tasted before. And,
Okay.
Jacqueline is recently single. So I'm like wingmanning her a little bit,
Yeah.
we're chatting it up. And then it was like,
I forget what the context of the movie Mamma Mia was about, but I feel like it's this.
girl, we drank so many margaritas. I mean, to the point where I got behind the bar and started making drinks.
That makes sense.
And-
You said, let me back here. I know how to do this. How many times did you show your Instagram handle to a bartender to prove who you were?
To be fair, I was like, I know I can make you a drink. Let me make you a drink. And he was like, no, I don't think so. And Jacqueline was like, pulls up my book cover. And it's like, New York Times bestseller, bitch. It's wild. And I'm like, yeah, you like tequila? I've been to Oaxaca. It's not good.
And he's like, you don't have to try to impress me. Like, we're having a nice time.
Yeah. He's like, you're paying for all of these drinks, right? We were like, we're surely getting this for free. Jacqueline's like, this morning was like, well, just had to close the bar tab.
Turns out we didn't give him the old razzle dazzle like we thought we were.
No, I go back there. I'm like, yes, I'm crushing this. I get shown video today. He's terrified.
Oh, no.
He is absolutely terrified. He's about to get fired.
Oh,
But
no.
we're making the drinks. Our friend Delia, who's the third person here, she's
Yeah.
like calling it a night while, Jack and I are like TikToking. We're like doing the whole thing. We're taking shots. I've never seen her take a shot in my life. We're doing it up. And then like Jacqueline goes out to like look at the moon or something. We get separated. This place is tiny. I was like, oh, we got to get back in the casita and Delia's going to be asleep. So I go to the front desk and I'm like, we lost our key. Can I get a new key? Right? And they were like, oh.
This is so much like VidCon. It's
I know.
insane.
It's insane. So like, can I get a new key? And they were like, I was like, they're all in the house. They're all in the house, right? They're like, well, we'll have Christian, who is like their like night security guy, take you, and he has the master key. He'll like take you, right? So this big dude, Christian, drives me back in a golf cart. I've just abandoned Jacqueline.
This is like a different type of ride of shame.
Yeah,
Because you're
absolutely.
6 sheets. This man's sober, driving you back. Friends
It's
gone.
like one of those things where I was like, oh, right, that did happen last night. So then Delia says she just hears me and a guy laughing, walk like a golf cart pull up. And I'm like, I love golf carts. Like it's the whole thing. You get out. She says she hears me say to him, Christian, that's not a very Greek name. And he goes, I'm half Danish, half Greek. And I, without skipping a beat, go, I'm half redneck, half Southern. And I'm cracking up. And he goes, oh, yes, redneck. I've been to America. Donald Trump. And I get there and I'm like, Delia, we lost the keys. She's like, I have 3 right here. Like, what are you doing?
Don't worry, Delia. I'm taking care of us. You lost the key. I lost the key. We all lost our keys.
Lost my mind. I know. And then she's like, I'm getting a text from Jacqueline. She needs me to come pick her up. Like, she's too worried to like walk the 50 yards by herself. So then we go back.
The tiniest place with hardly any people, and you two get separated in the darkness of night.
I guess
They said it wasn't possible.
Someone came up, I guess, that worked there and was like, this woman was like, you have to see the moon. So she's looking at the moon. I just leave. So we go back. She gets her. We come back. We get back to the room finally, about to go to sleep. And then the phone rings.
Oh, God.
And it's the front desk being like, did you get a key? There's video of me just being like, we don't need the key. We got in. Christian let us in. And I'm just like, it was just, we woke up this morning, at like 11.
Yeah.
We woke up like,
Oh, no.
I don't think you understand. Like, we have avoided, like, we are hiding
That's
at
what
this resort.
That was my next question is like, you're still at this resort for how many
2 more
days?
nights. 2 more nights.
Okay. And so you will see these people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a
fully,
plan? Is there a plan to just walk in full on embrace all of the nonsense and be like, hey guys, didn't we all have a very chill and cool night and no one needs to talk about anything in particular?
I mean, the bartender started following Jacqueline on Instagram. So now we see that he's watched our stories.
Okay. So there's extra accountability now. You can't just let your brain think that maybe they have no idea who we are. No, you guys made a point to tell them who you are.
Literally everyone comes here, has a dinner, goes to sleep at 7. It was like 1. We're like, 1 margarita, I'm going to show you my ass. I got 2 margaritas.
I know. I was trying to do the math. I'm like, is this from the night before? They're posting this what seems like early, but I'm fucked on the time zone difference of all of it.
Yeah, that was our first margarita before 50 more.
Yeah, so you guys are setting the tone. You manifested the evening you set out to have.
I can't believe it. So today has just been like a total bust. We were supposed to go on a boat. We were like, this isn't happening.
Nice. I know. Are you going to go back to the same place for dinner?
No, we arranged a car to go take us into town for dinner.
Can you guys go like buy wigs somewhere and like fully just put yourselves in some different alter egos and walk around?
Literally, we were the only 3 people at that bar for the whole night. So
really?
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. We're currently hiding out. We walked down to the beach and we were like, should we scale the wall? Oh, man.
Wow.
It was fun, though.
Very nice. You guys are leaving your mark. It seems amazingly fun, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like, it truly is like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Yeah.
Alexis Bledell's story.
Yeah. What I mean, I feel like you guys are just wearing beautiful dresses and being on boats, which is like, what else is there to do?
Not a bad setup. No, we got to Santorini, let's see. I don't know, 4 days ago, something like that. And Grace, you've been to Greece, right?
Yeah, for my 30th birthday. Yeah, I went.
Where'd you go?
To Santorini.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and it was really, really cool, but it was such a blur because I was like traveling from, I remember like a book event in like Toronto beforehand, so it was just like the jet lag was insane.
But
it was
truly
beautiful.
Does look like a postcard.
Yeah, and you feel like you're in almost like a Disney like resort depiction of what Greece looks like. That you're like, this is so like white and very vibrant blue everywhere, just in contrast with each other. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Like, I don't think I've been to a place that looks so fake. Or like, I thought it was like, it's kind of like when Chip and I went to Thailand and there's like this beautiful, beautiful beach, you know, you see in every picture. Then you're like, oh no, you move the camera an inch and there's 50,000 people. It's like how there's a Pizza Hut by the Egyptian pyramids.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, surely it's going to be that. Santorini is going to be like really cute right here. And then you look and like the rest of the city is like
cheesy. Yeah. No, it's
or like
beautiful.
Normal. No, it's not. It's just pretty.
It's just cool. I know. How long are you guys now in Greece for in total?
We're here 2 more nights, so 8 days. And then Delia flies back, and then Jacqueline and I go to Italy for 5 days.
Amazing. Amazing.
I don't know how I'm going to do it.
You guys should sign up for one of the wellness activities just to fake them out into thinking that you got your shit together.
Yeah, exactly. Like, be proud that we tore this place up.
Tired of the endless search for the perfect outfit? Well, Stitch Fix is here to make it easy. Using their online platform and expert stylists, you'll have access to a custom wardrobe that fits your style and your budget. Stitch Fix is the easy way to get clothes that fit you without having to endlessly scroll through options. All you have to do is answer a few questions about where you typically get your clothes from, what you like to wear, and your price range. With your choices in mind and a wide range of sizes available from extra small to 3XL, they'll find you the perfect fit and send you clothes handpicked just for you. They've got you covered with over 1,000 brands and styles you know and love. And they'll show you how to wear head-to-toe outfits so you can just get dressed and go. I love Stitch Fix. I get very stuck in one very specific and consistent style, and Stitch Fix gives me options that build on the style I like to wear with, you know, some options that I wouldn't normally consider for myself. It takes the thought out of it for me. It takes my critical thinking out of it. More time time for me to think about other things. Try Stitch Fix today at stitchfix.com/TMGW and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/TMGW for 25% off today. Again, stitchfix.com/TMGW.
Summer is just around the corner, and it might just be the best one yet thanks to Summer of Dash Pass from DoorDash. With a Dash Pass membership, you can save big now through July 19th on swimsuits, beach snacks, sunscreen, and more. With Summer of Dash Pass, you will enjoy $0 delivery fees, wow, and reduced service fees on all eligible orders, making it easier and more affordable than ever to stock up on all your favorite summertime essentials. But that is not all, folks. No, you're also going to get access to thousands of offers nationwide, ensuring that this summer is one to remember. So kick it back, relax, and let Dash Pass help you experience the best of your neighborhood for less. Summer of Dash Pass is a once-a-year event you don't want to miss, thanks to the chance to get special access to members-only events, whether you're into sports, music, or just great snacks, which is my favorite sport. Get ready to lower your cost and raise the bar this summer with limited edition drops and exclusive items to level up all season long. Experience summer like no other. Best your best summer with a Dash Pass membership from DoorDash today. Sign up for Dash Pass now and you'll get your first month free. Plus, when you use our promo code, get 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $15 or more on your next Dash Pass order when you download the DoorDash app and enter code WEIRDSUMMER. That's 50% off when you spend $10 or more on your next Dash Pass order when you download the DoorDash app and enter code WEIRDSUMMER. Don't forget, code WEIRDSUMMER for 50% off your next order. Subject to change, terms apply. But no, it's been super duper fun. Jacqueline planned it all. And you know, I'm such a planner. It's like so nice to have someone else plan something.
I know. That's the thing that I'm like, you guys are nailing it. It seems like everything's fully thought out. That I'm like, we're thinking about travel for the fall. And I'm like, we got to figure out the plans. The
only thing that's not figured out is, Grace, I kid you not, I was taking off from JFK to head to my flight to Athens.
Yeah.
And it was like a 10-hour flight when we were like a tiny bit delayed. I was refreshing Amazon. Oh, God, there's an employee. Oh, God. Are we being kicked out?
What did you leave down in the lobby last night?
Right. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But so we were taking off. We took off at 8:59. I was 1 minute from being able to watch Vanderpump Rules in real time. So I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, crazy shit going down. I mean, I want to talk to Raquel off camera.
Yes.
Like, come on, man. And I've seen all the tweets being like, this producer that's having this conversation must have been a kindergarten teacher in like a previous job, because the way he's just calming this temper tantrum down is well done.
It was amazing. But so I'm really excited. I don't know what I'm going to be able to see because it's part 3 tonight. Is it Wednesday there?
No, it's still Tuesday here.
It's Tuesday?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday
morning.
Here?
Yes,
it's Tuesday here.
Yes.
I thought it was Wednesday. This
like,
whole day.
I woke up I had texted you yesterday to be like, hey, are we recording Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning? Either one works for me. Just let me know. And then I couldn't sleep last night. I think just the knowing that like maybe we were recording, and then I woke up at like 5 a.m. and you were like, let me figure out what day it is and I'll get back. But I think recording today works. And I was like, we'll be on the same day.
Well, no, because in my head we were going to be on a boat all day, so we were going to record tomorrow. And since that got canceled, which to be fair, it wasn't hangover. It was too windy to go to Mykonos. Isn't that a crazy sentence?
Safety first.
Too windy to go to Mykonos. Oh my God! But no, I'm really excited to watch the finale. I've been really deep in like TikTok theories.
Yeah,
what the big reveal is.
The thing is, it's the last 5 minutes. That's what they're saying. The last 5 minutes is going to reveal something. And
that no one knows, that even Andy doesn't know, that only the showrunner knows.
Man, is it that they hooked up way before? It's been going on way longer than everyone thinks?
We've talked about this before. Yeah. It could either be that they hooked up way before, or that her and Schwartz also had sex and maybe didn't tell Sandoval. Or there's the rumor that Brock and her hooked up, but I don't think that's real. Or I think it's because people are saying people might not come back to the show because of it. If that's the case, I think it's that Lisa knew. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Either way, it's hard to tell, one of those things where you're like, it's probably not going to be as wild as they're like building up. But then again, this entire obsession has come out of this show being surprisingly wild out of nowhere.
Wild.
So I don't know what to expect. I will say I absolutely love, speaking of Sheena, her ability to have an incredibly emotional breakdown and then snap into showing Andy her album within like 2 minutes.
Good as gold.
Yeah, and then when they cut to her in her trailer with a sweatshirt over her dress, holding a White Claw and slippers on, I was like, this is the vibe.
You just became my favorite. You just became my favorite.
100%.
Oh my God, it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, so you got time, and we're uploading on time this week. I thought we'd be uploading late, which is exciting.
I know. It's amazing. Okay, so let me talk to you about Santorini.
Yeah, tell me about Santorini, because I'm like, the only thing we did this past week was go to Six Flags.
Which I'm going to need to know all about as well.
I'll tell you about it.
Well, okay. So we get to Santorini and it is gorge. And, of course, we're staying in like a beautiful hotel and it's just, it's lovely. And we have all our dinner reservations made. And there's this one place where you go down like the hill where our hotel's at the very edge of Santorini, like the furthest most edge. Cool. So we have to go down this huge hill and then you take a ferry, or not a ferry, like what's a like a little boat,
a dinghy. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
You take a dinghy to this restaurant.
Okay.
Like this restaurant has its own dinghy. You can't access it by foot, right?
Whoa. Okay. This is like the movie, what was the Chef or the one that's like a violent murder movie with Queen's
I never
Gambit.
saw it.
We watched it with Queen's Gambit.
That's her name.
That's how it starts out. They're all on a boat going to this island that has this restaurant on it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I didn't watch it because we were a little scared when we first arrived.
It sounds fun though.
Well, we get on this dinghy and we get over there and it's raining. Like it's the one day that it rained and it was like, so we're on this dinghy and it's raining. Yeah. And we pull up to this restaurant, the little dock with it, and this big man walks over to the boat, and as we're pulling in, he goes, "The girls are here." No one else is at the restaurant. We're like, it's got to be packed. It's a must see. And so we're like, oh, we're being dropped off on an island with just very excited old Greek men.
This is literally that movie.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Well, it's just that no one else is there other than these guests on this boat that travel there.
Oh, well, so he helps us off the boat.
Okay.
And I'm already, it's like, this guy's a character, right? Yeah. He comes over and helps Jacqueline out of the boat. And as he takes her hand, he goes, "Like a red, red rose."
What is?
What is, sir? So we walk in. The restaurant has a closed sign on it.
Oh, God.
And then they change it when we get there. So we're like, are we the only people eating at this restaurant on a rainy day on an island? Like, what's going to go? So he helps us with our seats. We sit down. Delia goes, "Thank you." He goes, "I love you."
What? This is all weird.
It's all very weird. But he had like a calm, like a jovial energy. Like he was like a bit, obviously I'm going to put pictures on Patreon.
Please, yeah.
So he was wearing a shirt that said, "I'm the catch of the day."
Wait, okay, that doesn't work in my fantasy. I'm thinking it's just like super high end, like he's in a full button down like suit. No, I'm the catch of the day. Only whispers, "I love you," into her ears.
It was like a fish. It was like a tavern, like an iconic place. You know what I mean? Like, of course, it was expensive because you're just in Greece and all that jazz. But like, no, it was like a very casual, chill. Here, I'm pulling up a picture of him. This was me and him. Hold on. This is me and him when he made me take a picture with him as a mermaid.
Yes, look at that guy. I guess I would trust that man.
He was like a horny Greek Guy Fieri. You know, like
yeah. He knows his. Yeah, like he's so happy that you're there. Hands on his hips.
So he comes over. He gives the menus. You know, he's doing the thing.
Yeah.
He's doing his whole bit. And it's just like 5 older Greek men serving us, and we're just sitting there. So immediately we're like,
and you're
"Where's the wine list?"
You're the only table.
Only
sitting
table.
down to eat.
While we were there, which was probably like an hour and a half, like there were probably like 6 tables by the time we left. You know what I mean? And this guy, his only job is to just like charm people, I guess.
Yeah.
He wasn't the waiter. He didn't do anything besides like seat people. I guess he's the host, but
he's
like
the host. He's like the literal host of his own show in this restaurant.
The horny host. Like they come over with a thing. This fish guy does shows all the fish they caught that morning. So you choose your fish from like the ice, and then they like hold up a weight and a hanging weight and weigh the fish in front of you to see how much it weighs.
Cool.
It's like it's very cool. But then he comes back out. Another guy comes out, whole grilled fish, and he's like an older man with like a baseball cap that's kind of sitting up, like he's like from the 30s or something, like a kid from the Sandlot.
Okay, so everything's just like I want to say it's like a little bit off, but maybe it's like completely normal, and our perception is a little bit off.
Yeah, it was charming, but then so he starts expertly like. He takes off the skin and he expertly is like pulls out the whole friggin' spine of
in front
the
of
fish. Yeah, and he's like
Cool.
he has these 2 spoons and he's like getting out any little, bones you could choke on and doing his thing. And here comes old Charmer. He comes up, he goes, he is on the show Grey's Anatomy because he looks like he's doing surgery. He goes, there was a terrible accident with a sea brim and now he must operate.
I would be like, we could sit down and punch up some of these bits, these jokes. But he's like, Americans, they love Grey's Anatomy. Love it.
Empty stomach, second glass of wine, I'm living.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
you're ideal audience. Ideal audience.
I was like, he made an American TV show reference. Like, killing. So we're enjoying our food. We're laughing, having a great time. And then he comes over with this binder, right?
Okay.
And he pulls
At this point,
out,
this could be anything.
he pulls out a laminated letter. And he goes, do you know who this is? And I go, what? He goes, do you know who wrote me this letter? I go, what? He goes, a Victoria's Secret angel. So what? So I guess it's a famous place, like famous people have come there.
Okay.
And he has a model, which I forget her name right now, but like had written him a note of like, you're the best. My cheeks hurt from laughing, like whatever. He goes, now. He pulls out another laminated one. He goes, do you know who wrote this? Another Victoria's Secret angel.
Prove it at this point. Prove it. Pixar, this didn't happen. You could have handwritten these.
They were laminated. It was crazy. So then, of course, we had 2 bottles of wine at lunch. Jacqueline's like, you should get her to write you a letter to me, right? And I'm like, oh my God, right? And you immediately just see him be like, his face says she's not famous or a model.
She is not the Victoria's Secret model.
So then Jacqueline's like, once again, New York Times bestselling.
Jacqueline's just becoming your manager.
Yes. She's like holding up my Instagram, like, and he's like, you want to write me a letter? And I was like, I guess. Yes. So he gives me this like worn notebook.
Okay.
As I'm flipping through, I don't know if it was a joke, but there was a note from George and Amal. Like
who?
Clooney. George Clooney. So I'm turning the page to find a page. I get my little pen. He gives me this crazy wacky little pen.
Uh-huh.
And I wrote, I said, I'm no Victoria's Secret angel, but you're a little devil. You're the catch of the day, and I'd never throw you back. XOXO Mamrie. And I give it back to him, and then he made me take pictures with the mermaid. But I just...
But it's like, if he has a letter from George Clooney, why is he showing you guys 2 Victoria's Secret models?
That's what I'm saying. And it's so funny. He comes over, he's doing his thing. He's like, when I was growing up, people in school, they said, you will be nothing. Like, I don't know why I'm a Russian now.
I can't do Greek.
I can't do Greek. He goes, they said, you'll be nothing. Nothing. Now I have letters from women who dated Leonardo DiCaprio. Eat my dust. He said, eat my dust.
It's like a weird Bart Simpson character.
Just like, you got them there, and you got them laminated.
Man, I love these collections of letters laminated with no proof as to who actually wrote these.
No, if you guys go to
Wow.
the Armeni Tavern in Santorini, meet the guy who, if you're famous, he will make you write him a letter about how great he is.
Even if
He
you're
said,
not
"Eat my
famous.
dust."
But if your friend shows your Instagram enough to him, he'll give you a pen and paper.
Oh my God. It
Wow.
killed me.
That's amazing. You've left your legacy there with some of the greats now.
I'm pretty sure I'm crumpled up and thrown in the trash.
If anyone goes to this restaurant, you have to ask to see Mamrie's letter.
Yes.
Prove
Oh my
that it
God.
exists.
Someone DM'd me, like, I think a listener, that they were there right now on their honeymoon. And I'm like, if you are listening to this and still in Santorini,
Oh my God.
go down there and be like, we heard Mamrie Hart came here.
Yeah. Where's
And
the
give me some
laminated
street-
letter?
Get me
He's
some
gonna-
street cred with this man.
He's gonna go in the back and write something. He clearly threw away your letter and present it to them. My God, that
So
sounds
fun.
so fun. I
Oh,
love
man.
I love when a restaurant, while you're already sitting there, like
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to be advertised to come. You're already there. And he's just letting you know how many other famous people have been at this place. in
He was just
case
bragging.
You're unsure of how
Remember?
great this place is.
Remember when we were in Puerto Vallarta and we were at that restaurant and there was a picture he had with Britney Spears,
Yes.
but then there was a picture that was labeled John Voight and it was
Yes.
not John Voight.
Yeah, so
At
we were all
all.
obsessed with it. Yeah, and it was on a frame, like on your way to the bathroom. It was
Yeah.
just like a bloated man sitting at the table.
My question with that was, does this guy say he's John Voight or did he truly come up and be like, Mr. Voight, can I take a picture with you? And that guy just went with it.
I mean, either way, I think it's great that it's still on the wall of that restaurant, untouched.
Oh,
Amazing.
man.
It sounds
yeah.
so fun.
That was beautiful. The next day we took a boat, like a beautiful boat, like all around to see the different islands. And
Cool.
it was so pretty, except I got a little seasick.
Oh no. Did you puke?
No, I actually,
Okay.
I'm fine when the boat is moving.
Yeah.
If we went to this like very cool cove and anchored for them to like cook us lunch, like I felt
Yeah.
very below deck. Like I'm really living out a fantasy right now.
I know. It's unbelievable. I love it.
It's so great. So it's when the boat was just still and
Yeah.
rocking.
Yeah.
I started to get like really nauseous.
I
to
don't
the
know
point
how
where
they. I was gonna say I
Go
don't know
ahead.
how they work on those boats like that. I'm the
I
same
have
way.
no idea. So, but they're like preparing lunch, and as soon as it hits the table, I was like, I gotta go. Like, could not. Had to walk to the front of the boat, and the captain comes around. He's got a thing of like chewing gum,
Yeah.
but it's like medicated chewing gum, and he just puts it in my hand, and he says, "Chew this for 20 minutes and stare at the horizon."
Yeah.
and so,
Yeah.
I mean, I did it like I was going. Like they were really scared I was gonna puke.
Yeah. I mean, most of your travel is by boat there, so it's like if that's gonna be an issue.
It was rough. So it numbed my whole mouth, but I was good to go. And then
Fun.
once we were moving again, I was all set. So
Nice.
like success. The only thing is I got a really weird sunburn.
Nice. If that's the only issue you've had.
I mean, hold on. Let me see if you could still see part of it. This
Also-
is like 3 days ago. 3 days
yeah,
ago.
I could see. Yeah. That looks like a bit. Also, did you rent that shirt?
No,
think I-
this is I own it.
Oh, I love it. I rented a shirt very similar to that. That's
really?
going to be like, I think I rented that for Hawaii.
No, I did rent so many things for this trip, guys.
Nice.
Once again, non-sponsored, do it on Newly. And
Yeah.
someone commented under one of my photos of like, where do you get this dress or like these fits? And I was like, not sponsored. I'm
Right.
renting from Newly, but like, hey, are you guys up? And they responded like, look at our story. And it was like how to apply to get sponsored. And I love it. Someone responded underneath and was like, besties, she's not going to apply. You should be paying her. I was like, get him. Get him.
Besties. Besties is so patronizing.
Besties, she's not applying to be in your influencer program.
Oh
Give
my
a woman
God.
some money.
Give her some clothes. God damn it. That's so
no,
great. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like forgetting to mute yourself on Zoom and then everyone hears you trash talking your coworkers. Oops, it may be just a bit of harmless banter, but what happens if your boss overhears you talking about his curious new haircut? You know? So why does everyone need a VPN? Internet service providers know every single website you visit. ISPs can sell this information to ad companies and tech giants who then use your data to target you. So why use ExpressVPN? ExpressVPN reroutes your network data through a secure encrypted tunnel so your ISP can't see or sell your online activity. It's super simple to use. You just fire up the app and click one button. That's it, just one. It's rated #1 by CNET and Tech Radar. It works on phones, laptops, even routers, so everyone who shares your Wi-Fi can be protected. I love ExpressVPN. I also love because I can switch my Wi-Fi connection to one in London and watch new episodes of Taskmaster without actually having to be in the UK. Woohoo! Protect your online privacy by visiting expressvpn.com/TMGW today. That's expressvpn.com/TMGW. And you can get an extra 3 months free. Again, expressvpn.com/TMGW.
Y'all, I don't know about you, but the second I think something might be wrong with me, you can find me 3 hours later down a TikTok rabbit hole trying to figure out my symptoms compared to other people's, okay? You stumble down that rabbit hole full of questionable advice from so-called experts. Well, there are better ways to get the answers you want and the care you deserve from trusted professionals and not some randos, no offense. ZocDoc helps you find expert doctors and medical professionals that specialize in the care you need and deliver the type of experience you want. Y'all know I use ZocDoc all the time. It's exclusively how I have found my doctors recently. Everything from a gynecologist to an allergy test to a dentist. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them and treat almost every condition under the sun. So no more doctor roulette or scouring the internet for questionable reviews. With ZocDoc, you have a trusted guide to connect you to your favorite doctor that you haven't even met yet. Millions of people use ZocDoc's free app to find and book a doctor in their neighborhood who's patient reviewed and fits their needs and their schedule just right. I love it. You type in your insurance, you see the doctors of who take it, and then also when they're available. I have booked a ZocDoc app within 12 hours. So go to ZocDoc.com/weird and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/weird. ZocDoc.com/weird. I had a really weird sunburn and we went and got massages the next day.
Oh, that's the incorrect order of events.
We get there and I felt so bad because my masseuse lady, Olga,
Yeah.
which is just like the most masseuse sounding lady.
Yes,
you know?
of course.
You want someone named Olga working on your muscles.
Of course.
She takes me back and she goes, like the package I had gotten was called the jet lag recovery package, right? And I was like, and what all is this? And she was like, well, we'll do massage. What like pressure do you like? And I was like, normally hard. And then I just opened up my robe and I was like, but I'm quite sunburned. And she was like, oh no. Like she was aghast. And it's like a weird sunburn. Like I was wearing a weird bathing suit.
Nice.
And I was like, so maybe medium. She's like, okay. And then we'll do dry brushing. And I was like, I don't think we can do that.
No.
She was like,
sounds like the opposite of what I want right now.
and then she goes, and then we'll end with a collagen mask over the eyes. And I was like, I got eyelash extensions. We can't do that. So she was just like,
She's like, why are you here? What are you doing here?
Why are you wasting $200 or whatever it was?
Also, lashes look good. They're holding up.
Girl, can I tell you, vacation changer.
Yeah. Lashes.
Like right now, I look like a worm with eyelashes. Speaking of
worm with a mustache.
Worm. But no, they have really, they're MVP. They're the MVP of this trip.
I was thinking we, because we went to Six Flags on Sunday just to get our roller coastering in Elliot's been wanting to go for so long, and he surprised me Sunday morning with some tickets. So we went, and this one girl, first of all, I don't know if you've been to Six Flags as an adult.
The last time I went to that Six Flags specifically was when I was in high school. I was like a sophomore in high school, and my dad and stepmom got married. So I was out here for the wedding, and then they were going to Hawaii for like a week. So then I was just staying in LA with my grandma for a week. And my stepmom's hairdresser was like, we talked about it like when she got a hair trimmed the week before. And she was like, I'm going to take you out for a day. So I went with like adults who lived in LA who I didn't know to Six Flags.
Whoa, weird and fun.
I felt really cool.
Well, we felt like the oldest people there because it was majority like teens everywhere. And also, I forget that teenagers run the rides. I forget that your entire life is in the hands of these teens. There's one that made me think of this one girl had these lashes on that were so big. They were like it was like a parody of like fake lashes. And she was like running the ride. And I was like, yeah, exactly. But like to a crazy degree. And I was like, there's no way she can see. There's no way she can see the safety of this. But you look around and it's literally like 15 and 16-year-olds being like, safety check, and okay. And everybody right on the train, and Tatsu. And then they hit a button and you go. And I literally, before every single ride, just held Elliot's hand and was like, I love you very much.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. One, I forgot how many actual roller coasters are there. And
I'm telling you, I think it has the most coasters of any theme park in America. Is that specific Six Flags?
It has to, because any other park that has more than this is just obscene at that point. Yeah. There was also the park itself, like now having gone to Disney last year as an adult, this park like could give a shit about providing an experience for the people there. Disney is very much like, let me take you by the hand and walk you into this beautiful, like full sensory experience. And like Six Flags looked like it was abandoned. And they were just like, yeah, go ahead, look around if you want, I guess. It was like, the entrance was so confusing. Half the park was like closed in different sections. There was like one Tweety Bird person in a costume.
That's what I was going to ask, if it was still the like Looney Tunes was their vibe.
I kept asking Elliot, I'm like, what's the thing here?
Because they
have like DC stuff. So they have like Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman.
Right.
But then they have like Tweety and Sylvester and like Bugs Bunny stuff going on, but it's like so half-assed. Like they could give a shit about providing like an experience. It's like,
well, when you think about it, it's like Disney is Disney,
right?
Universal Studios is Universal. Like Six Flags isn't owned by a studio.
No, exactly.
You know,
it's
so you don't know what you're signing up for.
The whole time I was like, this park is lawless. Like even to get on rides, there's like no one telling you where to go. You're just sort of wandering around and you get on these rides and like kids sort of like lock you into your seat and then you're good to go. But oh my God, these are the craziest roller coasters I've ever been on.
Yeah.
It was so insane. And one of them, the X2, which is like the craziest one they have, there's like, they bring you back into the garage where you end the ride, and it's also where you started. But there's just like a swarm of bees that have gathered literally next to the garage. So you're like strapped in on your back, sitting in this open door garage, waiting to get off the ride. And there's just this swarm of bees flying around everyone. It was the most insane thing.
Teenagers aren't going to clean that up.
They don't give a shit. The teens
They're
don't give a shit.
getting an hourly wage.
They literally are just talking to each other, walking back and forth, like doing their thing. I was like, it's probably super fun for them that they all just get to hang out with each other all day. But
well, there's romance.
There has to be. Like that's the kind of backstage reality show I would watch that I feel like would be on like Noggin in the End growing up. But I don't know if I could work in a position like that as a teen. I would have too much anxiety about missing someone's seatbelt and like causing someone's death in this situation. But we rode like 5 or 6 roller coasters, and then I had to stop because my body couldn't take it anymore. I literally was like, I have a headache and I need to leave right now.
Well, because that's like, let's say a roller coaster is 90 seconds.
Yeah. Elliot was like timing them in line. He goes, okay, this one's 2 minutes. Some of them were over 2 minutes, which was crazy.
Oh, okay. But that's still like a solid 2 minutes of screaming. Like that catches up with a headache.
Oh my God. I screamed so hard. At one point, I couldn't stop laughing because Elliot sitting next to me, the ride was so intense, he couldn't believe it. So he just kept screaming, whoa, whoa. And I started crying, laughing because he genuinely was like offended and bewildered by how intense this roller coaster was.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. And all I could think about was Fabio getting hit in the nose by a bird breaking his nose on a roller coaster. Every single roller coaster we got on, I was like, this is going to be the one. Say goodbye to your nose, baby. Here we go.
Absolutely. I'm surprised we haven't heard of more people getting hit in the face by birds on roller coasters.
I know. That's my favorite tweet about AI, is that with the surge of AI, people won't believe that photo of Fabio with a bloody nose on a roller coaster is real.
Oh my gosh. No, I haven't been to a Six Flags in forever. I used to go all the time when I was growing up because they had one in Atlanta and my dad lived outside of Atlanta for all those years. And I just remember like living for the Looney Tunes of it all. I remember one time I got like a pink little jewelry box that had a key with Yosemite Sam on it.
Yeah. Look, we drove into the park and they're like, here's a gift card for $40 off if you spend $100. And I was like, we're making money. Let's go buy shit. But then by the end of the day, I was like, I'm too tired. And I doubt they purchased anything exciting.
Do they have any good food?
Oh, we got fudge. That's our new favorite thing to do at theme parks is get fudge.
Whoa. That is intense.
We walk in, we take an edible, and then a few hours later, we just kind of float into the candy shop and see what kind of treats are waiting. And turns out Universal and Six Flags all have big cases of fudge on display that no one seems to be buying. So we go straight to the fudge.
I mean, that's like a real treat. Like, I feel like if you're getting fudge, you're celebrating.
Oh, that's
like,
how
fudge
I felt.
is not a normal, like, hey, what do you want for dessert? Fudge? You know, like fudge is...
No, it's become our theme park treat.
Elite.
That it's like it is reserved for good behavior at a theme park.
Yeah.
For survival.
Do you do like a Rocky Road fudge? Do you do
cookies and
walnut
cream
fudge?
We did a cookies and cream this time. Yeah, and it was fantastic. We just sat and ate it next to this weird bubble machine that it seemed like they put in the corner of the park. And it was so sad.
It was probably to cover something else up.
Yeah,
like, look at these bubbles instead of this swarm of hornets.
I know. No, it was really fun. And then we came back, and you have to, if you haven't yet, watched Mer People on Netflix.
I haven't yet.
Oh, we ate that up in one night, all 4 episodes. It was
Is it documentary?
So great. It's a docuseries, about this subculture of people that are Mer people, where they have their own tales and they're kind of it is honestly they have like conventions and they have meetups and they're trying a lot of them to get careers in this business, like make money off of gigs and events and that sort of thing. And so there's a lot of people in this community and there's not a ton of work. Yeah, there's this whole subplot about this woman who started this, I guess, like, I forget what it's called, but it's this crew of like Mer women that she like brings into the fold. It's almost like this sorority, and you audition. This woman's like a legacy in this world. It's fascinating. Wow. They're all characters, but it also reminds me very, very much of early VidCon days. Like the way that they all at conventions are just like, they all call each other by their screen names or like TikTok handle names, and they all know each other from the internet, and they're all just so excited. It's all pure, and they're all like, they found this community and it's like saved them from trauma in their lives or is like helped them get out of addiction, and like it's very fascinating.
Okay, I will watch it.
I feel like we could do a whole bonus pod dedicated to that show. It's just interesting, and a lot of people have been telling us to watch it, so
I am in. You know who probably would want to be in it? This guy right here. This guy right
exactly.
here.
That's what I was thinking about.
The guy with their mermaid tail.
Yes.
Tavern. Oh my
God. Catch of the day.
The catch of the day. Okay. Well, I am going to end this thing.
It seems both of us need to start our days.
I haven't eaten feta in like 3 hours. I got to get off of here and eat more feta.
They're going to kick you out. Best of luck doing whatever the walk of shame situation will be past the front desk. today.
I mean, who knows? Now it could be like, did you hear? Now she's podcasting at full volume.
Yeah.
Everyone is annoyed.
No, you guys are leaving your mark.
Like a red rose. Well, this got weird.
Yeah, it did.